Hi, thank you for joining me today. We're going to draw some cards for Leo's September 2023 forecast. We're going to look at love, luck, health, wealth, and see what general messages that Spirit has for you in the month of September. So let's do this. Oh, and I should say, this of course is my take on the energy and the astrology, and because of that, it may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. And the first card is what you're bringing forward from August into September, and it is peace of mind. So this message is pretty straightforward. This is what you're seeking, this is what you're trying to achieve, and this is what's foremost on your mind. You don't want to give someone a piece of your mind. You want peace of mind, you want happiness, you want balance, you want tranquility. You're ready to have a less dramatic cycle and be more in balance and enjoy life without the constant ups and downs that we've seen for the last, 5 years or longer for Leo natives. So you're ready for that change. And I think you're achieving it in August. Things are calming down some and you're feeling better overall about your career, your health, overall, just feeling better in your own skin. Things are becoming clear as to the next step, the next place you live, the next job you apply for, those kind of things. They're becoming much clearer and easier for you to understand. You're in a good spot as we end August and begin September. So let me shuffle and let's look at your biggest obstacle for the month. And Leo, your biggest obstacle for the month is balance, spirituality, and practicality. Moon in Pisces. Leo, this is not a big surprise. With you, it seems to be all or nothing. You're either all into spirituality or you don't have time for it. Or you're all into being practical and emotions don't even come into the picture. Or you're overwhelmed by emotions. That's going to be the big obstacle for September, is staying in balance and not letting one side of your personality take over the entire show. It's about realizing that you are the best of your emotions and your analytical ability. You are the best when you meditate and also when you look at the logistics behind your decisions. Leo generally makes decisions based on their heart, but this month I think it's going to be important that you stay balanced and you look at the bigger picture. So as obstacles go, this is probably not something you're going to conquer this month. No. But knowing that this will be an obstacle, you can plan ahead now and work to stay in balance. Okay, let's shuffle the cards. And Leo, your biggest asset for the month is work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. This is one of your biggest strengths, being able to move forward courageously. Notice I didn't say fearlessly, but courageously. Leo is a fire sign that is very direct and that understands that sometimes we have fears. We have fears that are irrational, or we have fears based on past experiences, or we just have fears. And still, Leo pushes through them. And that is one of your biggest assets. And that is one of the reasons Leos are so successful, because you don't give up and you keep moving forward and you keep attempting to conquer whatever challenge is ahead of you. And that's what we see happening in the month of September. Your biggest asset will be moving forward, pushing through fear or obstacles that may make you uncomfortable or may push you outside of your comfort zone. There are things that you know you need to get done, things you need to face, and challenges that will move you forward dramatically, but like I say, will be uncomfortable. This is the month where you conquer those and you move forward and you make huge leaps forward and lots of progress. So when things get complicated, remember, this is your biggest asset. Let's draw the next card. And this is your general luck forecast for the month of September. Okay, look inside yourself. Leo, we know you're lucky. We know you possess magical abilities that somehow seem to draw the right people at the right time, the right job offers, the right opportunities, the right wealth avenues to you, just like magic. And we know that you are one of the luckiest signs of the zodiac. What is your luck forecast for the month? It looks very promising. It looks like this is going to be one of those times when you may pick between opportunities as which is the best to take advantage of, because you're going to be presented with several new business opportunities, perhaps even a new love interest, and things will just continue to bloom from there. We'll talk about romance shortly, but I would say overall, lucky month. You're feeling good. You're feeling more in the flow, and things are coming to you almost like magic. So very lucky month for Leo natives. Okay, let's pull some cards for your romantic sector for September, Leo. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and surrender to the divine. So yeah, this is more of the same, basically. The last few months have been rough on partnered Leos. Nothing phenomenal has happened. It's just been more of that roller coaster and thinking things are fixed, but then they're not, and having disagreements and miscommunication. And we're probably going to see a little bit more of that till the end of September. And then we're starting to see this cycle coming to an end, but we're not through it yet. So it's going to require patience. It's going to require you to be very clear when you're talking to your partner. And when your partner says something reactive to you, rather than instantly get mad, you're going to have to talk things through, because some of this stuff is just misunderstandings. Some of it is something else, but clear communication is going to be key for making the most of partnered Leo relationships in September, especially with Mercury retrograde going on. I do have another video about Mercury retrograde that if it's not up yet, it will be up very soon. So if you haven't, be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any of the new videos. Yeah, pretty much more of the same. For single Leo natives, it looks like it's time to get out of your way. It's time to step back and just let spirit take over, because you're not finding what your heart is looking for. There are people around you, there's interesting people, but there's no spark. There's no one you're really interested in right now. And then we're going to have some people from the past showing back up. You may be tempted to start up with these people again, but there's a reason that they're in the past, Leo. So just keep that in mind. But there is a possibility of a chance encounter this month. And actually, it's probably going to be more likely to be in October. But you could still cross paths with somebody very interesting and exchange numbers or Facebook information, something like that. Something where it's like, maybe. But you're focused on your career and you're focused on other things this month. So romance is not foremost on your mind. September is going to be a month of change and cycles coming to an end as we begin new cycles. With Venus in retrograde, we are feeling this need to go back over our relationships. Both single and partnered Leos are probably thinking about people from the past, what went wrong, what went right, what they could have done differently, why they picked those partners. All of that stuff is coming up now. I would suggest that you journal this and really explore the lessons from past relationships. You're not the same person you were then, but you don't want to bring unresolved feelings forward as baggage either. Work through this and know that the relationship sector will even out very soon. Okay, so let's look at your wealth forecast for September. And the card is Rise Above Problems. So an interesting placement of this card in your wealth and financial sector. I think the money's been coming in. It's just not been enough. And you've done your best to stretch it and to pay off debt and to move forward and to have some fun for your birthday. You didn't go overboard this year, though. You kept it very low key compared to some years. Leo is probably feeling that, when is it going to be my time? When is it going to be time for me to be able to spend and explore the world and do those things I've been wanting to do? Probably not in September. September, we're going to see probably more of the same financially, where the money will come in, but you'll have to really stay on top of it so that you can get everything paid, and there might be a little bit left for some fun. Now, it won't be that way forever. This is changing too, because like I say, we're coming to the end of a cycle. But this is a good time to really focus on your routines. Could you be squandering money or wasting money on things that don't mean anything to you? And when I say the word budget, a lot of people flip out. Budget is not about restrictions. It's about understanding where your money's going. So this would be a good time to do that, to look at the past several months and set up a budget and look at where you've been spending money. And if it is things that make you happy or add value to your life, keep doing it. But if it's just things that you don't use anymore or things that don't really give you pleasure or joy or necessities, then maybe it's time to cancel some subscriptions and to look at ways that you can maybe trim the budget there. The economy is going to continue going up and down for the rest of the year and into next year as well. It's not really the time to invest unless you watch the market very closely. So it's really not advised to play the stock market or do any major investing. A little bit of money here and there is fine, just like not big investments though. So yeah, we see basically more of the same in September financially for you. So not necessarily bad, but not as good as it could be. But like I say, don't give up. This cycle is ending very soon. Quite an adventurous month for Leo natives. I think it's going to be a good time to review your budget, review your past relationships, review what's really stopping you, and is it, fear, and make a plan. Make a plan so that you can move forward, get past these challenges, and be where you want to be at the beginning of October. Because like I say, things are changing very quickly once we get into the winter months. So I hope you enjoyed this mini forecast. If you did, let me know in the comments section below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, subscribing, sharing the videos, and of course, liking them. It really helps them to get seen when you like or comment. So feel free to do both. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings.